Last month I got a quote from a contractor. $3,800 for 5 repairs around my house. 5 repairs, none of them complicated, none of them dangerous, none of them requiring a single tool I did not already own. I did all 5 myself for $47 total, and the longest one took 20 minutes. I'm not a handyman, I do not own a tool belt, and I have never watched a single home improvement show in my life. But I do own a wrench, a tube of caulk, and an internet connection, and that was enough to save me $3,753 in a single afternoon. Now here is the part that should make you angry. The home repair industry generates over $526 billion a year in the United States alone, and that number comes directly from the Harvard Joint Center for Housing Studies. $526 billion flowing through an industry that profits every single time you feel too scared, too confused, or too busy to pick up a screwdriver. A massive chunk of that money comes from repairs so simple that a 12-year-old could do them with a YouTube tutorial and a trip to Home Depot. But you were never supposed to know that, because the entire business model depends on one thing: your belief that home repairs are complicated. They are not, and by the end of this video, you will never pay a contractor for a simple repair again. Welcome to Dr. Lucas Richards. If you are not subscribed yet, hit subscribe and the bell. This is where we show you the repairs that contractors pray you never learn to do yourself, because every homeowner who picks up a wrench is a customer they lose forever. Now let me show you exactly how deep this problem goes. Bankrate just released their 2025 Hidden Costs of Homeownership study, and the numbers are brutal. The average American homeowner spends $21,400 per year on costs beyond their mortgage. Let that sink in for a moment. $21,400 every single year on property taxes, insurance, utilities, and maintenance alone, the category you have the most control over, eats up more than $8,800 of that total. That is not some abstract number from an economist. That is money leaving your bank account every single year for repairs that, in many cases, take less time than brewing a pot of coffee. 42% of homeowners say maintenance costs are their number one regret about buying a home. Not the mortgage rate, not the down payment, not the neighborhood, but the surprise expenses that never stop coming. And here is where it gets truly ugly. Over 50% of homeowners report negative experiences with contractors, more than half. The Federal Trade Commission received 81,925 reports of home improvement fraud in 2024 alone. Let me say that number again because it deserves to be heard. 81,925 fraud reports in a single year. That is not a few bad apples, that is an orchard. And the Better Business Bureau says each scam costs homeowners an average of $1,800. The system is designed to extract maximum money from homeowners who feel helpless, and the system works like this. A contractor shows up at your house, and before they even look at the problem, there is a service call fee of $150 to $300 just to ring your doorbell. Then comes the labor rate, $75 to $150 per hour with a 1 to 2 hour minimum even if the job takes 10 minutes. Then comes the material markup, where that $8 part at Home Depot becomes a $35 part on their invoice because they add a 300 to 500% markup. Some contractors even buy excess materials, bill you for the full amount, then return the unused materials to the store and pocket the refund. And that is not a rumor. That was reported by US News and World Report as a documented billing practice. So a repair that requires one $8 part, 15 minutes of work, and 0 special skills becomes a $350 line item on a quote. Multiply that by 5 small repairs around your house, and suddenly you're staring at a bill that could pay for a vacation. I'm not saying contractors are evil. Good ones exist, and they are worth every penny for big, complex jobs. But for the 5 repairs I am about to show you, calling a contractor is like hiring a limo to drive you across the street. Now, before I show you the first repair, I need to be straight with you. Everything I am about to demonstrate, every technique, every cost breakdown, every tool recommendation, I compiled it all into a complete package called the Dr. Lucas Richards Home Repair Vault. Inside, you will find the $50 Fix Manual, a step-by-step visual guide for the 20 most overcharged home repairs in America, with exact part numbers and store links, the Contractor Defense Checklist, so you know exactly when to DIY and when a professional is absolutely necessary. The Home Emergency Response Guide, covering the urgent repairs that cannot wait until Monday morning, things like burst pipes, tripped breakers, and gas leaks. The Seasonal Maintenance Calendar, a month-by-month system so small problems never snowball into $1,000 disasters. The Tool Starter Kit Blueprint, the exact tools you need for under $75 to handle 80% of all household repairs. And the Savings Tracker spreadsheet, so you can document every repair, every dollar saved, and watch the number climb into the thousands. More than 10 guides in one place, no fluff, no filler, straight to the point, and the link is in the description. But stay right here because this video is about to pay for itself 5 times over. Repair number 1, the running toilet, the repair with the most absurd price difference between what a contractor charges and what it actually costs. If you hear that phantom sound right now, that faint hissing that never stops, your toilet is bleeding money while you sleep. Water running from the tank into the bowl 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. A running toilet can waste over 200 gallons of water every single day, according to the United States Geological Survey, which is over 6,000 gallons a month draining straight into the sewer. Your water bill climbs by $15, $20, sometimes $30 a month, and you do not even notice at first because the increase is gradual, but over a year, that silent leak can cost you over $360 in wasted water alone. The contractor quote for this repair was $850. That included a $200 service call, a 1-hour labor minimum at $150, diagnostic fees, and a 400% markup on a part that costs $8 at any hardware store in America. Here is what actually fixes it. A toilet flapper, a small rubber disc about the size of a hockey puck that sits at the bottom of your toilet tank. When it wears out, and it wears out every 3 to 5 years according to every plumbing manufacturer on the planet, water leaks from the tank into the bowl nonstop, and the flapper itself costs between $5 and $10. Here is exactly what you do. Turn off the water supply valve behind your toilet, that little oval knob on the wall near the floor, and turn it clockwise until it stops. Flush the toilet once to drain the tank, then reach inside. The water in there is clean, and unhook the old flapper from the 2 pegs on the overflow tube. Disconnect the chain from the flush lever, hook the new flapper onto those same 2 pegs, and reattach the chain with about ½ an inch of slack. Turn the water supply back on, wait about 60 seconds for the tank to fill, and listen. Silence. That phantom hissing is gone. Total time, 8 minutes. Total cost, $8 for a Fluid Master Universal Flapper from Home Depot. Contractor wanted $850. I paid $8, and I had never opened a toilet tank before in my life. Saved so far, $842. Repair number 2, the leaky kitchen faucet, that slow, steady drip that sounds like a clock ticking away your money. You might think a single drip is nothing, but 1 drip per second adds up to over 3,000 gallons of wasted water per year. The Environmental Protection Agency estimates that household leaks across America waste over 1 trillion gallons of water annually, enough to supply over 11 million homes for an entire year, and your dripping faucet is contributing to that number while silently inflating your water bill. The contractor quote for this repair was $680 to stop a drip. Here is what is actually happening inside your faucet. There is a small rubber washer or an O-ring that creates a watertight seal when you turn the handle to the off position, and over time, mineral deposits and normal wear grind that rubber down until it can no longer hold a tight seal. Water pushes past it, and you get that drip, drip, drip that drives you insane at 3 in the morning, and the replacement washer costs between $1 and $3. Turn off the water supply valves under the sink. There are usually 2 knobs, one for hot and one for cold, and open the faucet to release any remaining pressure. Use a flathead screwdriver to pop off the decorative cap on the handle. It usually just pries off, then unscrew the handle screw underneath and pull the handle off. Use an adjustable wrench to loosen and remove the packing nut, then pull out the stem assembly. It slides right out. At the bottom of the stem, you will see the washer held in place by a single brass screw. Remove the screw, pop out the old washer, and press in a new one that matches the exact same size. If you're not sure which size to buy, bring the old washer to the hardware store and match it right there at the parts wall. It takes 30 seconds. Reassemble everything in reverse order and turn the water supply back on. No more drip. Total time, 15 minutes. Total cost, $3 for a washer assortment pack that will last you through 10 more repairs. Contractor wanted $680. I paid $3, and the faucet has been dead silent for 2 months now. Saved so far, $1,519, and we are just getting started. If you have made it this far, you already know more about saving money on home repairs than 99% of homeowners in America. Subscribe and share this with someone who is about to get ripped off by a contractor. Quote, they do not need to pay. And remember, everything I'm showing you today, plus dozens more repairs, are waiting inside the complete home repair vault. Link in the description. Now stay with me, because the next 3 repairs are even easier than the first 2, and the last one is genuinely embarrassing for the contractor who quoted it. Repair number 3, the drywall disaster. Every house has them, those ugly holes, dents, and dings in the walls from doorknobs slamming into surfaces, furniture corners catching edges, or that time your kid threw a baseball indoors and pretended nothing happened. Most homeowners live with these holes for months, sometimes years, because they assume drywall repair requires a professional. It does not. Drywall is essentially compressed chalk between 2 sheets of paper, and fixing small damage in it is one of the easiest repairs in your entire house. A handyman or contractor will charge you anywhere from $300 to $600, to patch drywall depending on the number of holes and how dramatic they make the job sound on the estimate. The contractor quote for my 3 holes, 1 doorknob, ding, 1 picture hanger hole, and 1 mysterious dent in the hallway was $920. $920 for 3 holes that I could cover with my thumb. Here is what you actually need. A small tub of lightweight spackling compound for about $7, a 4-inch putty knife for about $4, and a sheet of fine grit sandpaper for about $1, which you probably already have in a drawer somewhere. For small holes like nail holes or doorknob dents, scoop a small amount of spackle onto the putty knife and press it firmly into the hole. Smooth it flat against the wall surface with 1 clean swipe. Let it dry for about 30 minutes. It shrinks slightly as it dries, so you may need a second thin coat. Once fully dry, sand it smooth with a fine grit sandpaper until it is perfectly flush with the surrounding wall. Dab on some matching paint and the hole completely disappears. Nobody will ever know it was there. For larger holes up to about 3 inches, grab a self-adhesive mesh drywall patch for about $4, stick it over the hole, apply spackle over the mesh in thin coats, let each coat dry completely, sand smooth, and paint. Total time, 20 minutes of actual hands-on work plus drying time. Total cost, $12 for spackling compound, putty knife, and sandpaper. Contractor wanted $920 for 3 holes. I paid $12 and fixed all 3 in the time it takes to watch 1 episode of a sitcom. Saved so far, $2,427. Repair number 4, the moldy shower caulk. That black, peeling, disgusting line of caulk where your shower meets the wall or where the tub meets the tile. It looks terrible, it smells worse, and it is doing something far more dangerous than offending your eyes. Failed caulk lets water seep behind your walls where it feeds mold colonies and rots the wooden framing of your bathroom. Left unchecked for a year or two, that peeling caulk line can turn into a $3,000 to $8,000 mold remediation and wall reconstruction project. All because a $6 tube of caulk was not replaced. The contractor quote for recaulking my shower was $850. $850 to squeeze a tube of caulk along a straight line. That is not a repair estimate. That is a luxury tax on ignorance. Here's the reality. A tube of silicone bathroom caulk costs about $6, and the job takes less time than cooking dinner. Use a utility knife or a $5 caulk removal tool to slice away all the old caulk. Get every bit of it out because new caulk will not bond properly over old residue. Clean the area thoroughly with rubbing alcohol or a bathroom cleaner and let it dry completely. Moisture trapped under fresh caulk is the #1 reason recaulking fails. Cut the tip of your new caulk tube at a 45-degree angle. A smaller opening gives you more control. Load it into a caulking gun, which costs about $8 if you do not have one, but you will use it for the rest of your life on dozens of projects. Apply steady, even pressure, and run a smooth bead of caulk along the entire seam in one continuous motion. Immediately smooth it with your finger dipped in soapy water. The soap prevents the caulk from sticking to your skin and gives you a clean, professional-looking finish. Let it cure for 24 hours before using the shower, and you are done. Total time, 20 minutes. Total cost, $6 for the caulk. Contractor wanted $850, I paid $6, and honestly, the bead I laid down looks better than the one the original builder installed when the house was new. Saved so far, $3,271. Repair number 5, and this one is almost embarrassing to include because of how absurdly simple it is, the squeaky door. You know the one? Every time you open or close it, the whole house knows exactly which room you're walking into. You cannot sneak a midnight snack, you cannot check on a sleeping kid, you cannot go anywhere without announcing yourself. The contractor quote for this, and I genuinely wish I was making this up, was $500. $500 for a squeaky door hinge, which included a $200 service call fee, 30 minutes of minimum labor at $150, and what I can only assume was a significant markup on a substance that costs less than a candy bar. Here is the entire fix. Pop out the hinge pin by placing the tip of a flathead screwdriver under the bottom of the pin and tapping gently upward with a hammer. Coat the pin with a thin layer of petroleum jelly, white lithium grease, or even plain cooking oil if that is all you have. Slide the pin back into the hinge and swing the door back and forth a few times to distribute the lubricant. Silence, total time, 3 minutes, total cost, $0 because every household in America already has petroleum jelly or cooking oil. But even if you had to buy a small tub of petroleum jelly, it would cost you $2 at any dollar store. Contractor wanted $500. I paid nothing for a squeaky door. If that does not make you question every contractor quote you have ever received, nothing will. Now let me do the final math, because these numbers deserve to be seen side by side. Repair 1, running toilet. Contractor quote $850. My cost, $8. Repair 2, leaky faucet. Contractor quote $680. My cost, $3. Repair 3, 3 drywall holes. Contractor quote $920. might cost $12. Repair 4, shower caulk, contractor quote $850, might cost $6. Repair 5, squeaky door, contractor quote $500, might cost $0. Total contractor quote $3,800. Total DIY cost $29 in materials. I originally said $47, which included the caulking gun I bought for $8 and a few extra supplies, but the actual repair materials alone were $29. Total savings, $3,771. If you tackle small repairs like these just 3 or 4 times a year, you are saving $10,000 to $15,000 over the next 5 years. And that is a vacation, a used car, or a head start on a college fund. All from learning to turn a wrench and squeeze a tube of caulk. Now I need to be completely honest with you because credibility matters more to me than clicks. There are repairs you should absolutely not do yourself. Anything involving your electrical panel or major wiring, call a licensed electrician because mistakes with electricity can kill you or burn your house down. Anything involving gas lines, call a licensed plumber immediately because gas leaks cause explosions. Structural work, foundations, load-bearing walls, those require a licensed contractor and often a structural engineer. And anything that requires a building permit in your city or county, do it by the book with a licensed professional. There is a real and important difference between a $29 fix and a $29 disaster. And knowing that difference is what separates a smart homeowner from a reckless one. The 5 repairs I showed you today are the safe ones, the easy ones, the ones that require no special license, no special tools, and no special training. They are also the ones that contractors overcharge for the most because they know you're afraid to try. And that fear is worth $526 billion a year to them. This knowledge was never locked in some secret archive. It was hiding in plain sight. Your grandparents knew how to fix a leaky faucet, patch a wall, and silence a squeaky door without calling anyone or thinking twice about it. Somewhere along the way, we outsourced basic home care to an industry that profits directly from our helplessness. And every year that industry grows bigger while our skills get smaller. Every homeowner who watches this video and picks up a wrench takes a little bit of that power back. If this video saved you money, if it changed how you think about the repairs piling up around your house, subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Every share puts this information in front of another homeowner who's about to pay $3,800 they do not need to spend. Drop a comment below with the most ridiculous contractor quote you have ever received. I want to hear your stories because I know they are worse than mine. Everything I covered today and dozens more repairs are waiting inside the complete Dr. Lucas Richards Home Repair Vault. The link is right there in the description. Go grab it now before your next contractor quote arrives. The next video drops soon, and I'm going to show you the 5 warning signs your home is about to cost you $10,000 or more and exactly how to catch every single one of them before it is too late.